Halifax entrepreneur has created what he says is the first ever cryptocurrency debit machine in North America. This is the machine. It will allow businesses to process payments using several cryptocurrencies, including Bitcoin. The man behind it is Stephen Hoffman. He says he was inspired to create this machine after speaking with people who have cryptocurrency but know where to spend it. So far, he's partnered with Absolute Travel and Marriott Hotels across the Maritimes.
Crypto Bitcoin is here to stay, and I think that will be the new currency of the world, and that's why we decided it's time to come up with a place that somebody could spend their crypto.
And we thought it'd be a wonderful idea to get the POS machine from crypto debit machines and offer travelers a different way to pay for their travel.
Mr. Hoffman is hoping his crypto debit machine will be in businesses coast to coast by the end of the year. He's planning to officially launch the crypto debit machine at a technology show in Toronto next month.
Good morning, XRP Future Millionaire, 8:19 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on the East Coast in the United States of America. We have a lot of stuff to talk about, but as the market shuffles right now, I figured I wanted to show you more about the crypto debit machine, show you a little news clipping, and then read a little bit of something about the retail payments in Latin America and the Caribbean, present and future. But I'm not going to go over all of this. I just wanted to read a couple key parts. So, retail payment services in Latin America and the Caribbean are characterized by high costs and insufficient access for large swaths of the region's population. To overcome these limitations, some of the larger central banks in the region have taken the lead to introduce fast retail payments and develop an open banking ecosystem. Several others have launched central bank digital currency pilots. The shift in digital payments, which is supported by these policy initiatives, is likely to receive further impetus from the blah, 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 blah. Despite the widespread adoption of mobile and internet technology, countries in Latin America and the Caribbean, LAC, have not been at the forefront of payment innovation. Relative to other regions, retail payment services in the LAC continue to involve high costs for end users and be of subpar efficiency, partly reflecting low competition among financial institutions and limited capability among different payment solutions. Along with low income levels, high informality, and low financial literacy, high costs contribute to limiting the access to electronic and digital payments for large swaths of the region's population. That's a big problem everywhere. So the conditions in LAC are ripe for change. Central banks and other public authorities have recently launched important initiatives to improve national payment systems, which complement developments in the private sector. In recent years, the region has seen a sharp rise in the number of fintech firms offering more convenient ways to pay, and big tech firms have begun to integrate payment services into their e-commerce or social media platforms. However, private sector incentives are not always aligned with social goals. Central banks are the ultimate source of trust in money and payments, and therefore play a key role in maintaining the safety and integrity of payment systems. So we already know this. So here's some key takeaways. Limited access, and this is for this is a retail report in Latin America from end of 2020. So limited access to retail payment services and their high costs are significant challenges in Latin America and the Caribbean. Central banks in the region have undertaken major initiatives aimed at promoting more efficient and inclusive payment systems. And then the main shortcomings. We just wanted to touch a little bit of this because down here, you guys have heard about interoperability and when it comes to the ISO. So here's one big issue: is weak interoperability and low competition drive high user costs. Interoperability is a technical or legal compatibility that enables a payment system or mechanism to be used in conjunction with other systems or mechanisms. It allows participants in different systems to conduct, clear, and settle payments or financial transactions across those systems. In particular, interoperability does not require users and providers to participate in multiple systems, CPMI 2016A. In LAC, such compatibility is much more limited than in other regions. For example, full interoperability of automated teller machines, ATMs, and point of sales terminals is present in only a third of LAC countries, compared with 75% in Asian emerging market economies, EMEs, and 97% in advanced economies. Furthermore, interoperability in LAC has not kept pace with technological innovation. Only 10% of LAC jurisdictions offer full interoperability for mobile money services, compared with 75% in Asian EMEs and 25% of sub-Saharan African countries. So there's a graph down here that shows this, but so you got the ATM, point of sale, and mobile money. So there's a lot of possibility for these things, especially in Latin America. It's gonna get really big. So I'm trying to shed some light on this before you start seeing it everywhere. So If you guys are interested in the crypto debit machine, you can always email me, strutrugali@gmail.com. That's STRUTRUGALI@gmail.com. I'll continue talking about these as the days come. We'll talk more about the white papers, and I've got much more to share. It's just I don't want to overwhelm everybody at the one moment. Good morning, XRP Future Millionaire. It's 8:25 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on the East Coast in the United States of America. I reside in the great state of Michigan, and it's not too bad outside today. Nice and sunny, no more snow. But as you can see, the market's doing exactly what we predicted yesterday. I'm not in a position yet, but I am watching very closely. XLM's finally come down to this level. I'm looking at, like I said earlier, or last night, the 18.5 as an average range, 17.8 low end. I'm looking at 18.5 in the middle, which the Ichimoku is kind of suggesting that we might have a little downturn into that area. But afterwards, you know, it's suggesting that we're coming up. And I think we're coming up to 22.2 and 23.2 area. And this is suggesting that we should be able to make a run of that, at least hit it as resistance. But obviously, you can't base your trading on the Ichimoku, but it can be a nice way to balance what you're doing. We've got the 20-day and the 4-hour time frame, like we talked about, how we were I was guaranteeing it would come down to at least here yesterday. If we're talking about the 4-hour bullish divergence, it had to come down here. You can see this is being treated as a left arm. Now the question is how long does this last? Do we come down here? Is this the final bounce? Or are we waiting for Bitcoin to do something more? In Bitcoin, as you know, we have this running thing. So now 42,158 is the 4-hour time frame. But as we talked about with Bitcoin, it doesn't have to come down, but it is suggesting that we need to come down some. So could this little drop down like this be what instigates XLM going down to the 18.5 or 17.8? It's possible. That's why I'm not doing anything yet. I'm waiting to see how this plays out, because is this going to go like that? Or are we going to end up having something a little bit farther down to where we actually have to have a big liquidation dump and then we pour out of there? I could see that as well. I don't know if we're going to go way down there, though. But that's what this is suggesting, that we're going to come way down, reconsolidate, and then we're going to start bouncing out of here. Doesn't mean you're going to go way down there. I'm still targeting that 42,158. So until everything lines up, you really can't just buy unless you're confident that it's just going to bounce off of here. But there is a lot of stuff that's out in a weird positioning. You got XRP. It's bouncing on the 4-hour time frame now. This is exactly what we talked about yesterday. You shouldn't buy anything until it gets to the 4-hour. Now it's there. Now you can buy. Like, this is the time where you can buy if you think we're going to have a move. I'm just personally seeing what kind of liquidity we have right now. Can this dump down farther? Can XRP overextend and dump down to that 72.2? The Ichimoku, or however you want to put it. And the only reason I have it up right now, I didn't use it a lot yesterday with you guys, but it's suggesting that we could have a little liquidity push down real quick. Real quick. Look at this. It's suggesting on XRP that we could have a liquidity pull down of about 2.81% all the way down possibly to 6%, but it's showing that we should get supported up here if we even have a liquidity dump. And then it's showing that it's quickly going to eat it up right in here. But then if you look at the daily, XRP's kind of, you know, it's got room, but it's kind of tapped out here, and it's going to go sideways. It's not, you know, but then when you go to the weekly, that's what I'm saying. We have one more burst here. That's why I say I'm not convinced that we're not going to hit that 84 or 91 cents or even that $1.10 I talked about a long time ago. And yeah, it seems crazy because that's still, what, 38% away? But if this plays out the way I'm talking about, we're going to have to finish this. And we talked about this a long time ago when XRP went down to 57 cents. We were trying to see if it would go to 52 and went to 54, but we talked about a significant bounce to $1.10 possibly after this run down. So I don't know if it's going to get way up there, but I'm telling you right now, if this bounces down, or if this holds its support right here, and it follows this channel through, and you're sitting at 72.2 and ready to blow up, or 75, right where we're at, in between here and 72, you're going to have a tremendous push up to where it could be a potential of 35%. There's going to be a lot of pushes here. But it's my job to get you to buy at the right time if you're not in a position. So I take it every single day. If you're in a position, just watch this as the daily intel. But if you're not in a position, this is where you watch. This is where you try to find the best possible positioning. No reason to rush. We're watching this right now. And like I said, my target is XLM. It's been, it will remain. It's undervalued compared to XRP. And I still know I knew it had to come down yesterday. I knew that it wasn't ready yesterday. And that's why I told everybody, don't get in up here over 20 cents. It's already down better than 4.75% just watching. We've already more than enough paid our in and out fees for this trade just by waiting and not buying it yesterday. So that's what we're watching right now. And then you look at DGB. DGB Ichimoku is suggesting the same thing, that all these, if they break the 4 hour, they're going to come back down to support. At least to the consolidation area. So then you look at the 30, and we've come through the 30 yesterday like we talked about. So then you come down to the 4 hourly, which I skipped the 1 hourly because I didn't think we were coming down. You know, I didn't think we were going to get held by that. But I did say the 4 hourly is where we should get support. Now, it's looking that way. Like we should get supported on the 4 hour. Everything's looking the way we're talking about. And yes, there is some down end if it were to fall into this channel according to Ichimoku. And that could be but this could just consolidate across and then just, it starts to bounce off of right there. So this doesn't mean that it's going to come down here and then come back up. It's just a suggestion that, hey, you know, it could come across here even and then ride it out and then pull. But it is suggesting that we could have liquidity. That's what it's suggesting. A quick pull down. Like, we're going to have profit taking once we break the 4 hour time frame. And that's exactly what I'm waiting for. If we can break the 4 hour time frame, you'd have profit taking. And that's what I want to see if it happens. Like right now, the ball's in our court. We're not positioned. We're waiting to see how this market structure plays out. And we're actually in a very desirable spot if you're not in a position. If you're in a position and you bought it at 19.3 or 19.28, phenomenal, because you waited and you bought at that exact spot. I'm taking the... All right, the market seemed to like to do liquidity dumps right before we pump, so I'm starting to learn that positioning. So, XRP Future Millionaire, make sure to hit that like button, turn that bell notification to all, and subscribe to the channel if you're new or returning. If you want any more information about the crypto debit machine, you can always email me. I sent you it. You can comment to me. There'll be a link in the video description as well that you can go through. That'll give you some information, but I highly encourage everybody, join Tom's Army, $9.99 a month. Get part of the exclusive and elusive Telegram. You only get that by joining Tom's Army. Because you believe in me, I created a Telegram. And we have 254 members of Tom's Army, which I can't even believe I'm saying that. We have 254 members of Tom's Army. We have 243 members in the Telegram. It's absolutely unbelievable. But if you join Tom's Army, you not only get the Telegram, you also get the Freedom Fighters, you get the Nature around the world, you get the precious metals, and then you get my private channel. But you're going to have to add each and every one of these individually. The reason I do that is my private channel, everything I say, I just forward to it. And then we've got the Freedom Fighters for anybody who wants to talk about that stuff. We got Nature around the world for anybody who needs to get away. And Michael did this, which is awesome, a while ago. He wrote that in the sand back in the summer for me. I think that's absolutely spectacular, Michael. Thank you so much. He shared this morning. But then we've got Nature around the world. Just beautiful sites. I mean, beautiful sites. Look at what Stacy shared. These are beautiful. Wow. Look at this. This is phenomenal. The Welsika salt mine. Ooh, we're going to go over more of this on a future update. Look at this, though. This is the kind of stuff we're sharing in our Telegram in the precious metal section. This is phenomenal. Wow. Thank you so much, Stacy. We're going to come back through here later. So if you want that, the exclusive Telegram, get to talk to me, get to talk to everybody. And not just that, by joining Tom's Army, getting the Telegram, you have the ability to get my classes on Tuesdays and Thursdays. It's 1 hour a day, 8 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's free. All I ask is a $5 donation at the end of the hour. Show the support, show my value for my time, so that I don't have to teach for hundreds or thousands of dollars. And because of all the support, I actually stopped teaching side classes, and I'm going to add a Saturday class as well. So we'll be doing them Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. It's a promise I made to you guys a long time ago if we got to 250 subscribers of Tom's Army, and we had. Make sure to hit that like button. With Bitcoin, the 4-hour time frame pull down would be 42,158. And I believe that this cup and handle is finished. And to create a cup that's bullish, we're going to come down to that 42,158. And we could overextend a little bit, as I've shown. But I think we're coming down to there to confirm the bullish divergence in the 4-hour time frame. Stay blessed, everybody.